Yeah, man. You know I gotta talk my ish, man. Yeah, it's a sucker wake up call, man. Let y'all get up in here, man. Get y'all a second, man, because I didn't notify nothing. I ain't coming with no intro. I'm just getting straight into it, man. Kicking this game. Get y'all a second to come up in here, man. Yeah, we gonna talk some ish today, man. I'll give y'all about a minute, and we gonna get straight into it. Sucker repelling, man. I gotta give them they sucker wake up call, man. Yeah, it's a lot of suckers with a lot to say about a pimp, man. And I know they don't even realize they doing some sucker shit. So that's why I gotta wake them up with this game, man. I gotta get them with the sucker wake up call, man. Marshall, Malachi, what's up with it, man? Yeah, gotta get these suckers they wake up call. J Hud, what's up with it? E-books, I see you, man. GTZ Kings, I see you. Hold on, man. Tyler kicking the dough down with the love, man. Good looking with the $2 holla. Blessings, freeze. Appreciate you, Tyler. You see how many people up in here, man. It's a little handful of people, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more time to get up in, probably about 30 seconds, something like that. Suppose the man, just a little straightening, you know what I mean? Just a little straightening for these suckers, man, because they, like the Lord say, man, forgive them for they know not what they do. Like the scriptures say, man. Sometimes you gotta, they don't realize what they doing, man. So a pimp gotta come with this game, man. Sometimes you did. What is going on with that part? Hold on, let me see something real quick before I start getting into it. Hold on, real quick. See, this live is supposed to be live on IG too, but I'm not live on IG. This app is on some bullshit, but this what we gonna do. Let me see, cause I want IG people to see this shit too one time. You dig? Hold up, hold up. Okay, now the IG family can see me too. Even though the IG family, the audio ain't gonna be as good because the microphone ain't hooked up to the IG live, but it's hooked up to the YouTube live. But y'all already know my first order of business, man. Before I kick this game, I got to put some love in my body, man. Something a lot of these suckers need to do, man. They steady putting hate in their body and paying closer attention to Freeze's life and situation than they own. You know what I mean? People got to pay attention to their own shit. It's a thing called MYOB, mind your own business, man. It's okay to tune in to other people and pay attention to what they got going on and learn from them and be inspired and all that shit, man. But at the end of the day, you got the MYOB. You got to mind your own business, man. Cheers to the game. Now, first and foremost, man, shout out to the fellas, man. People like Sucker Repellent, people like Brother Bill, people like Brother R.D. Caldwell Jr., people that take care of themselves physically. And if I left you out, forgive me, man. But shout out to all the brothers that take care of themselves, man. All the men out there that eat right, work out, people that actively are in a love affair with their physical being, right? Like myself. See, when you in a love affair with your physical being, you can relate to what I'm saying and you can understand what I'm saying. It's going to resonate with you better than people that hate themselves. People that's in a hate affair with their own physical being, right? But listen, man, shout out to y'all brothers, man, because, when y'all see Freeze, the way Freeze moving, the way Freeze look, the way Freeze, taking care of himself, y'all can appreciate that. Y'all can understand that, right? Y'all give props and show love, right? And also, shout out to the ladies, man, because, the ladies, they've been giving compliments and things like that based on the way a pimp looking lately and all that. And I appreciate that from the ladies. Hold on. Let me get this right so it don't fall. Okay, there go RD in the Instagram live. Good looking, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, man. But shout out to the ladies too, because the ladies been showing love, right? Now, obviously, I look different than a lot of you have become accustomed to seeing me look, right? But people who have known me for, I'll say, over a decade, I really ain't did nothing but went back to how I looked probably like maybe 12 years ago, like 2014. The way that I look right now is the same way that I looked in about 2014. If I wasn't live on my other phone, I would be able to show you, or actually I probably could pull it up on the computer in a minute, but I'll get to that in a minute. But basically, y'all see the thumbnail, man. Y'all see the way a motherfucker look on the thumbnail, man. That's how I look right now. For the YouTube people that's watching, that thumbnail that you see, I took that picture right before I went live. So that's how I look today, right now. You dig? Now, I know I ain't as, massive as I was. But, hey, man, Pimp looking better than ever, man. Shit. Face all chiseled and slim, you know what I mean? Still yoked up. Even though I ain't as big as I was, I'm still yoked up. I got a 31-inch waist, flat stomach, six-pack. The little cuts right there that the ladies like. Them cuts around your pelvic area that the ladies like, that a lot of you niggas wish you had, but you don't. Yeah, I got that going on right now, man. So, not only do I look good, but I feel fantastic. And, so this the sucker nigga wake up call, right? A lot of you sucker ass niggas, man, don't even realize that you sucker ass niggas, man. So I got to talk to you like what you is, which is sucker ass niggas, right? But listen, man, all you motherfuckers this in the comment sections, is in the chats and all that shit, and Freeze, man, you okay over there, man? Freeze, man, I'm just concerned about you, Freeze. You done lost a lot of weight lately, man. Damn, Freeze, you need me to pray for you, man? Freeze, man. I hope you okay over there, man. I hope you doing all right, man. Freeze, you looking kind of sick over there, man. What's going on, Freeze? Freeze, man, what's going on? You done lost a lot of weight real fast in the last, few months. Hey, man, listen. See, this is America, right? This is what America done to y'all. This is what the programming of America has done to you, right? You look at me, somebody that's lean. I probably got like 10% body fat right now, if not less. I ain't measured my body fat in a minute, but I know I'm probably no more than 10% body fat right now, right? And, even though I've lost weight, I'm actually strong as a motherfucker right now. Like I be surprising myself. I'm like, damn, now of course I'm not as strong as I was before I started losing the weight. But if you understand what I'm saying, like per my weight, Really, I'm stronger right now. Like for the weight that I am, I'm stronger for my weight than I was when I was bigger, if you understand what I'm saying, right? So I'm stronger than ever, feeling great as ever. And, you know, but this is what America has done to you, right? America has made you believe that if somebody loses weight or if they look different than what you're used to seeing them, then they gotta be sick. Y'all did the same thing with The Rock, man. Like, not understanding that The Rock is the biggest movie star in the world right now, and I'm pretty sure he did it for a movie role or whatever the fuck he did it for. But you know, The Rock is another one. He lost a lot of weight in a short period of time, and he's still swole as hell. He's just not as swole as he was. And everybody, all the different fitness people, a bunch of people in his comment sections, different blogs and shit like that, all talking shit about, oh, The Rock looks sick. He done lost a lot of weight in a short period of time. No, The Rock looked great. He still look better than all you motherfuckers that's saying that he don't look good. But this is what America has done to you. America has programmed you to think that, you know, if somebody's physique or they lose a lot of weight or they change in a short period of time and they look different than what you're accustomed to seeing, then they got to be sick. Listen, man. For those of y'all that's talking about me or thinking about me or anybody else that you see, like The Rock I just mentioned, or anybody else that you see lose weight in a short period of time, let me tell you something, man, because I know a lot of you motherfuckers fit the description of what I'm about to break down, right? Listen, man, if you have a big ass belly with a whole bunch of visceral fat, you look sick, not me. You know what I mean? If you can't walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath, you look sick, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Listen, man, hey, if you have fatty liver disease, which you probably don't even know if you do, but I could probably look at your motherfucking ass and tell that you got fatty liver disease. Hey, man, you look sick. You look sick drinking all that motherfucking alcohol. You look sick eating them fucking pork chops and ham sandwiches and all that shit, man. You look sick every time you go through that motherfucking drive-through and eat that highly processed, highly refined ass, nasty ass, terrible ass, poisonous ass food. You look sick, motherfucker. With your fat ass face and your fat ass cheeks. You look sick. When you sweat and your sweat just stank. See, everybody got a little odor when they sweat. But hey, man, I don't smell like you niggas when I sweat. Because I don't eat what you niggas eat. You know what I mean? So if you sweat, if you break a sweat and you're repulsive and motherfuckers want to get away from you, you sick. You know what I mean? If you fat as a motherfucker, obese, and all of your organs is working overtime, your liver is working way harder than it's supposed to. Your kidneys is working way harder than they supposed to. Your heart is working 1,000 times harder than it's supposed to. Motherfucker, you look sick. Drinking all that motherfucking alcohol, nigga, you look sick. You motherfuckers is the ones that look sick. Talk about me. Look at me. Like, really take a look at me. Hold on, let me move shit out the way. Hold on, so y'all can look at me real. Look, just take a look at me. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. Just take a look. You really think I look sicker than your motherfucking ass? Like, for real though, man. Take a good look at a pimp, man. You know what I mean? You really think I look sicker than your motherfucking ass? You really got the audacity to get in my motherfucking comment section talking about I look sick. Are you okay, Freeze? Knowing damn well that you just got through eating some flaming hot Cheetos and the motherfucking McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese, bacon, and all type of shit on it, man. Talking about, Freeze, are you okay? What the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? Like I said, you know, America has programmed you motherfuckers to think that A healthy motherfucker looks sick and a fat motherfucker look healthy. That shit is crazy. You niggas be fat as hell and then don't, you better not be a nigga in your 20s talking about Freeze looks sick and you fat as a motherfucker. You better not be a 20-something-year-old nigga with a 38-inch or bigger waist, a 48, a 44 and all that shit inch waist. You niggas wearing 44 jeans and shit and that shit too tight for you motherfuckers. You better not be a 20-something-year-old nigga talking about how I look. And you over there fat as hell eating a bunch of bullshit. Listen, man, I have not eaten a steak in 18 years, over 18 years. I have not had a pork chop, anything from the pig in over 18 years. I haven't had a hamburger in over 18 years. I don't eat fried food. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat shrimp or lobster or none of that shit. None of that bottom feeder ass shit that we done been programmed to think is, luxury or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Gourmet. Man, I don't eat none of that shit. My body is beautiful and I treat it as such. I love my motherfucking body. I'll stay putting love. This ain't the only form of love that I put in my body. You know what I mean? Everything that I put in my body is love. I don't eat what you motherfuckers eat. I don't do what you do. I don't live how you live. I'm in a constant, perpetual love affair with myself. You know what I mean? Physically and mentally. And speaking of mentally, right? See, this is like we just talked about what America done programmed you dumb motherfuckers to think. Now we're going to talk about what the internet done made you motherfuckers think and how the internet got you motherfuckers moving. See, listen, man. The worst thing that happened to a lot of you niggas was the freedom to comment on all these different posts to your heart's content. That's the worst shit that happened to a lot of you motherfuckers was the ability to make comments at will. Relentlessly, unlimited. You could make as many comments as you want, whenever you want, however you want, all that. That's the worst shit that happened to a lot of you motherfuckers because your liberty to make comments makes you motherfuckers think that you smarter than what you really are. You're not that smart. It makes you think that you're a qualified professional critic. Like, you just like certified to critique everything and everybody. And you think that shit is valid. Don't let a motherfucker like the shit, the dumbass shit you saying. Don't let you get 20 likes or 50 likes or 100 likes on your stupid ass comment. You really start thinking that you're a professional critic. Like it's your profession to critique people and things on the internet. And see what that does is it just makes you go too far and you lose touch with reality. And you start thinking that you just, your opinion matters and, you just, it's your job to critique motherfuckers and tell people about shit. Like I said, that's some of the worst shit that ever happened to a lot of you motherfuckers, man. You're not that smart. And another thing that makes it so terrible, the comment section, is that it takes you further and further away from MYOB, minding your own business. The more you spend time in that motherfucking comment section, and don't let it be shit like the Shade Room or Hollywood Unlocked or No Jumper and Poetic Flacco and all that stupid ass, all that punk ass shit. Don't let you be spending a whole bunch of time in that shit. The more time you spend in those comment sections, minding other people's business, because that's what you're doing. You minding other people's business. You think you're going to be able to equally mind other people's business and your business at the same time? Hell motherfucking no. Either you minding your own business or you're minding somebody else's business. And when you become a professional critic in these comment sections and all that shit, especially in these junk food ass platforms, junk food for the mind, just like you spend a lot of time in McDonald's drive-thru and Jack and the Crack drive-thru and Carl's Jr. Hardee's drive-thru, just like you spending a lot of time putting junk food in your physical body, All that shit is junk food for your mind. But the more time you spend minding other people's business on these junk food platforms, the less time you spend in minding your own business. So while you sitting over there talking about freeze, are you okay? Check yourself. Are you okay, motherfucker? Are you okay? Hell nah. Cause you eating some bullshit, listening to some bullshit, and watching some bullshit while you sitting over there talking about freeze, are you okay? You motherfuckers is crazy, man. Freeze is beyond okay. Freeze is excellent. Freeze is minding his own business. Freeze is living his life. Freeze is, focused on being an asset to the people that he loves. A lot of you motherfuckers is burdens to the people that you love and the people that love you. While you sitting over there talking about freeze, are you okay? Are you a burden to your people? Or are you an asset to your people? Most likely you a burden to your people, man. Don't sit up here and talk about freeze, are you okay, when you a burden to your motherfucking people. When you the type of motherfucker that when you come around, people be like, oh shit, here come this motherfucker again, man. I know he finna ask me for something that I don't want to give his ass. Damn, here come this motherfucker again, man. Every time I talk to this nigga, all he got is gossip coming out of his mouth. Then here come this nigga, man. Every time I come around him, is depression in his expression and depression in his confession, man. Everything that he confessing out of his mouth is a bunch of bad news. Woe is me, depressed ass shit. This is who you are. I don't have to know you personally to know what type of niggas you are. You know why? Because apple trees come from apple seeds. So if you producing apples, then nigga, I know you's an apple tree and you came from an apple seed. You know a tree by the fruit that it bear. So when you bearing this sucker ass fruit in my comment section, I know what type of niggas you are. You not a nigga that love yourself. You not a motherfucker that's being a asset to people. You not the type of motherfucker that people, smile when you come around. People get happy when you come around. People get happy when you start talking or just, existing in their presence. You not them type of niggas. Like I said, I just shouted out a few individuals that be, this is a regular part of my family, like that have nothing but congratulatory things to say and all that type of shit, man. Hey, man, you niggas need to check yourself for real. You really do. You need to put some of this shit in your body. Because a lot of you niggas is in my comment section talking all that shit. You ain't drank this shit since 2025, man. If you ain't had no pure water since 2025, man, not only do you need to check yourself, but you need to slap yourself. If you from a gang, you need to go to your hood and have your homies DP your ass for not putting no motherfucking love in your body, man. Motherfuckers can't believe that I'm 44 years old. And you motherfuckers over here talking about freeze, are you okay? I'm 44, man, and feeling great, in excellent shape. Yeah, man, you niggas that when you get in the bedroom, man, you can't last 2 minutes with a bitch, man. Hey, stop asking freeze, is he okay? Are you okay with your fat, sloppy, out of shape, winded ass? You know what I mean? Because I ain't got no problem in the bedroom. Hey, shit, you niggas that can't stand up. Young niggas. They got to take a blue chew and all that type of shit. Nigga, don't ask Freeze if he okay. Freeze ain't got to take nothing, nigga. I stand up on my own. Naturally. Healthy. Beautiful pimp. Yeah, you niggas that got to take drugs and shit, you know what I mean? Viagra and all that shit. Young niggas, man, in their 20s and 30s taking drugs to last in a bedroom with a bitch, man. Shit, bitches be running from me and I don't take nothing. You know what I mean? Bitches can't hang with me in the bedroom, nigga. And I don't take nothing. Yeah, I just put the right type of shit in my body and exercise my body the right type of way. You know what I mean? So that I could, be pleasant and pleasing in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm thrashing shit though. When it's time, man, Freeze is thrashing shit, man. You know? I ain't got no problem up in there, man. Yeah. What about you niggas though? All you niggas is smoking and drinking and taking drugs and all that type of shit. You got to do all type of extra shit just to be able to please a bitch in the bedroom, nigga. I ain't got no problem, man. No, zero problems, man. Freeze, are you okay? Shit, I need to direct you to a bitch. Didn't know if Freeze is okay, and how you ask the bitch if Freeze is okay. She gonna tell you Freeze is excellent. I'm better than ever, man. See, I just been spending time working on myself, man. And see, let me tell you niggas something, man, that you could utilize in your own life, that you could learn from me, right? I ain't gonna get all in the details and shit, right? But this is just an example. Now, I ain't never just like had a real problem. But let's just say that right now I'm better than ever. I wasn't at my best when it came to like, my stamina and just everything in the bedroom, right? I wasn't at my best. But, instead of minding everybody else's business, I minded my own business. Right now, I'm at my best. I'm at my best. And I ain't been going there lately, but trust and believe that when I do go there, you know what I mean? Satisfaction guaranteed, man. It's going to be guaranteed satisfaction when Freeze go there. When a bitch go there with Freeze, satisfaction guaranteed. For real. You know what I mean? But again, that's me paying attention to myself and minding my own business. You know what I mean? And tightening up. I tightened up. And fortunately for me, I don't have all the problems you niggas got, man. I don't have, diabetes and what's that shit, erectile dysfunction. I don't have them problems. You know what I mean? But I just tightened up. And the cold part about it, you niggas, even with them problems, like with diabetes and erectile dysfunction and all that type of shit, y'all niggas be young with them problems. But all of that shit is so easily reversible. You know what I mean? See, let's talk about something else, man, while you asking Freeze, is he okay? Hey, man, Freeze ain't a slave to nothing. Freeze ain't a slave to motherfucking highly refined foods, over processed foods. Freeze ain't a slave to none of that shit. You know what I mean? Freeze ain't a slave to alcohol. Freeze ain't a slave to weed. Freeze ain't a slave to nicotine and tobacco. Freeze ain't a slave to nobody's vape or none of that shit. Yeah, Freeze ain't a slave to no kind of food, no kind of substance, no nothing. Freeze ain't a slave to that shit. You know what I mean? So while you over there asking Freeze, is he okay? Are you okay? You slave ass nigga. You slave to them pork chops. You slave to that McDonald's. You slave to that Jack in the Box. You slave to that Taco Bell. Are you okay, nigga? You niggas is slaves to all that bullshit asking Freeze, is he okay? Freeze ain't nothing slave and nobody's slave. You know what I mean? I'm the master of myself. Are you the master of yourself, nigga, while you asking me if I'm okay? Are you really and truly the master of yourself? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? While you sitting over there asking if Freeze is okay, you need to be paying attention to what Freeze is doing and get in where you fit in. And try to learn from Freeze and get inspired by Freeze, because Freeze doing the right thing. You know what I mean? It took a long time for me to get where I'm at, and I still keep going. You know what I mean? I'm like the Rolling Stones, man. I can't get no satisfaction. I'm constantly going, I'm constantly growing, I'm constantly building, I'm constantly getting better because ain't no such thing as perfect. So because there ain't no such thing as perfect, that means there's always room for growth. It's always room for improvement, and that's what I focus on. I focus on growing, building, improving constantly all the time. If I live to be 200 years old, I'm going to be still constantly growing, improving, building all the time. That's what I'm focused on. You know what I mean? And that's what you need to be focused on too. Mind your own business. Stop minding my motherfucking business so much. Stop minding everybody else's business so much. See, a lot of these motherfuckers that you be watching on these platforms, man, they not gonna keep it real with you. A lot of you niggas is suckers. A lot of you niggas be on some sucker ass shit. You know what I mean? A lot of motherfuckers is just gonna coddle you and cater to your emotions and shit like that so they get some money up out your motherfucking ass. You know? So you could pay for their course or join their classes or you know, pay for a consultation with them and all that type of shit. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you still want to get a consultation with me after that, then that's cool. You know what I mean? But if your feelings is hurt, then it is what it is. You know, but I'm gonna keep it real with you though. You know, because a lot of you motherfuckers got low self-esteem, and these platforms that you be watching and these people that you be thinking is gurus and all this shit and got a whole bunch of game that really don't. They regurgitating some shit that they learned from Simple to P and Andre Taylor and others. You know what I mean? Hey, man, them niggas don't, a lot of them got low self-esteem. They just know how to mask it as something else, you know? But a lot of them niggas got low. A lot of the niggas that y'all be watching and paying attention to and paying and giving money to and all that type of shit, they got low self-esteem. So how the fuck they gonna let you know that you got low self-esteem so that you can build your self-esteem? You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of you niggas is on some sucker shit because the motherfuckers that you tune into is on some sucker shit. You know? Freeze ain't about no sucker shit though, man. I don't even know how to do that, man. Like I said before, man, if you give me a motherfucking instruction manual on how to be a sucker or how to do some sucker shit, man, I ain't gonna be able to read that shit. I can't comprehend no sucker shit, man. You know? Because just like I said, when you're busy minding other people's business, you can't simultaneously mind your own business at the same time. And on the same token, when you on some man shit, when you on some solid shit, you just can't be on no sucker shit at the same time. It's impossible. It's like light and darkness existing in the same place at the same time. It's impossible. Can't happen. You know, so, you know, if you find yourself doing some sucker shit, you know, you gotta ask yourself, you gotta take a hard, long look in the mirror and tighten the fuck up. Because a lot of you niggas be doing sucker shit, don't even realize it, man. You know, but like I said, you know, you are what you eat, and you feed yourself a lot of sucker shit. You feed yourself a lot of sucker conversations, sucker experiences, sucker ass information, sucker ass sources. You just feeding yourself a bunch of sucker ass shit all the time. Asking Freeze, is he okay? Now, how that sound? You asking Freeze if he okay. Freeze over here feeding himself game. I'm feeding game to my mind. I'm feeding the game to my soul. I'm feeding my body, you know, foods that got one ingredient. I'm feeding my body organic food, you know, food that's nourishing to my body. You know, I'm feeding myself all the right shit mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? And here you are, like I said, you feeding yourself a bunch of gossip. You know, all these platforms on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all these different social media platforms. You're feeding yourself a bunch of gossip. You minding other people's business. And then when it come time to feed yourself physically, you putting a bunch of bullshit in your body. And then when it come time to please yourself physically, you putting a bunch of drugs and alcohol and tobacco and all that shit in your body. So while Freeze is over here, nourishing himself physically, mentally, and spiritually, you over there hating yourself, destroying yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. So while you over there asking Freeze, is he okay? You really need to look at yourself and ask, are you okay? Because a lot of you motherfuckers look terrible, man. Young niggas, man. It's some of you motherfuckers that's 20 years younger than me, man, that look terrible, move terrible, feel terrible, look terrible, all that, man. I'm old enough to be your father. Hey, listen, man. If I'm old enough to be your motherfucking father and I look better than you, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me about nothing. Don't ask me, don't ask me none of that. You know what I mean? If I'm old enough to be your father and you can't stand up because you got, erectile dysfunction with your young ass and you a young nigga with diabetes, a young nigga with, I'm talking about type 2 diabetes, not the people with type 1, but you a young motherfucker, you younger, at least a decade younger than me, and you got type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure and gout and all this shit and erectile dysfunction. Hey, man, don't ask me nothing about if I'm okay. Are you okay, motherfucker? With your fat ass, with your sloppy ass, with your stinking ass. You know what I mean? which leads me to another point. A lot of you niggas asking Freeze if Freeze is okay. Hey, listen, man, Freeze take 2-3 showers every motherfucking day. Freeze, stay well groomed. A lot of you niggas is funky. You ain't took a bath, you ain't put no deodorant on, and you spray some expensive cologne on your body and put some expensive clothes on your body and think you fly, but you funky. A lot of you niggas is grown with shit stains in your motherfucking drawers. Let me show you something, man. Cause I know a lot of you niggas don't know what this shit is, man, so Pimp gotta educate you, man. Like we do these hoes, man. Sometimes we gotta educate the bitch too, but sometimes Pimp gotta educate you niggas. Listen, man. If you ain't familiar with this, and especially this, hey man, don't say nothing about Freeze. Are you okay? A lot of you niggas got shit stains in your motherfucking drawers right now, asking Freeze if he okay. A lot of you niggas don't even know what the fuck this is. These is wipes. Listen, man. After you use this, you supposed to use this every time you sit on that toilet, man, and handle your business. A lot of you niggas don't even. A lot of you niggas ain't got this in your house, your apartment, your hotel room, wherever the fuck you at. Hey man, Pimp keep these in his motherfucking car. Pimp keep these in the crib. If a pimp at a motherfucking hotel, Pimp keep these at the motherfucking hotel. A lot of you niggas don't even know what the fuck this is. Thinking you fly, asking Freeze if he okay. Nigga, go wipe your motherfucking ass. Go get in the shower, nigga. Go clean yourself. Go bathe yourself. Asking Freeze if he okay. A lot of you niggas got horrible ass hygiene, man. You know how many times I done been in a pimp circle, a quote unquote pimp circle, and niggas is funky, but they got some expensive ass clothes on, but you're funky. And motherfuckers wonder why. See, I ain't really rode the blade. Of course, I've been out the country, but even before I left the country, when I ride the blade, a lot of motherfuckers wonder why Freeze don't even roll his window down and sweat hose, man. Hey, listen, man. If these bitches come from you niggas, man, Pimp don't want nothing to come from you, man, because I know if you funky, the bitch funky too. You know what I mean? And I done came too far, man. I done did too much to have to teach a grown bitch, you know what I mean? Like, basic, fundamental hygiene and shit like that. If you niggas ain't got it, I know the bitch ain't got it. Cause a bitch who got good hygiene, a bitch who knows how to take care of herself in a female's body is even way more complicated. So they really gotta be on top of their shit. But if you's a bitch and you fucking with a dude who got bad hygiene, that means your hygiene gotta be bad too. Cause if you're a female with good hygiene, you're not gonna stick around with no funky ass nigga. You're just not gonna do it. A nigga who don't take baths and all that type of shit. A nigga who be stinking. A nigga who don't put deodorant on and then put some cologne on top of that shit. You ever smelled the motherfucker that you smell both at the same time? You smell mustiness and cologne at the same time? Yeah, man, I'm talking to you niggas, man. Stop asking Freeze if he okay. Nigga, before you put that motherfucker cologne on, get your ass in the shower, use soap and water. Not just water. You can't just you can't rinse the funk off, nigga. You gotta put some soap in that motherfucker too. Soap and water. You know what I mean? Clean your body. And then put some deodorant on and then put some cologne on. You know what I mean? Stop asking Freeze if he okay, nigga. If you ain't got some of these on hand right now. If you don't have these on hand right now, don't ask me shit. And I know a lot of you niggas don't. A lot of you niggas don't have this on hand right now. You don't have wipes, you know, that you can get a hold of in 10 seconds like I just did right now. Nigga, leave me alone, man. Stop asking me if I'm okay, man. And see, you know, you niggas think you safe behind this motherfucking internet. You know, a lot of you niggas don't even be having profile pictures asking Freeze if he okay. You know, but hey, listen, man. I know what's going on with you niggas. I know. You can't hide. You're not safe behind this internet, nigga, because, you know, and you could deny this message all you want, but when you get by yourself and the lights is off and you ain't got nobody to talk to and you put that phone down and it's you alone with your motherfucking thoughts, you know I'm telling the truth to your ass. To you, nigga. You know I'm talking to you. You know I'm telling the truth about your motherfucking ass, nigga. Embrace the truth. Acknowledge the truth, because you know one thing about the truth can change. The truth can change from bad to good. You can have a bad truth and turn that shit into a good truth. The truth ain't, stationary and rigid and, ain't flexible and shit like that. The truth can change. So you can change the truth about yourself. You ain't got to be a sucker ass nigga forever. You ain't got to be a fat, unhealthy, sloppy ass nigga forever. You ain't got to be a nigga with erectile dysfunction and diabetes and hypertension and gout and fatty liver disease and all this so tight. You ain't got to be that nigga forever. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be a funky ass, bad hygiene ass nigga forever. You know what I mean? You could change these things. You know, and it sound funny and everything, sound like a pimp roasting it, and that's what a pimp do. You know what I mean? Pimp be comical and shit like that, but it's real. It's a lot of truth in what I'm saying, though. And a lot of you niggas need to take heed to what I'm saying and tighten up, because you have no business asking Freeze if he okay. Freeze is excellent. Nigga, I use these every time I sit down. You know what I mean? I keep these. I don't go without these. You know what I mean? I ain't got crumbs in my shit. I ain't got dingleberries in my shit, nigga. My shit is clean. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas getting a bitch face funky as a motherfucker, man. How dare you niggas put your mouth on me asking if I'm okay, man? A lot of you niggas will be funky, bad breath, funky armpits, funky ass, funky feet, funky everything, and got the audacity to talk to a bitch. You know what I mean? Now, I'll keep it real. See me, I take a shower. I make sure I'm clean before I go to the gym. A lot of you niggas got that shit bad too, but I ain't gonna get too far into that. But a lot of you niggas will go to the gym funky. That's crazy. But I make sure I'm clean before I go to the gym. And then right now, I just came back from the gym right now. And came straight and started this live. But guess what I'm gonna do after this live is over with, before I go anywhere, before I do anything, I'm gonna get my ass in the shower. And I still don't smell as bad as you niggas, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna get in the shower, man, because I just came from the gym. I was sweating and shit like that. I'm gonna get my motherfucking ass in the shower before I go outside again and could possibly run into a young lady that might, take an interest in me and want to have a conversation and all that type of shit. I'm not finna get no bitch face funky as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's why I make sure I'm clean before I go to the gym. because a chick at the gym might be digging on me or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm not finna go to the gym and think, and this is how some of you niggas be thinking. I know some of you. See, listen, man, I'm a pimp and I'm a man, and I done lived a lot of life, man. I done encountered all kind of different people, so I know what type of niggas you niggas are. And I know some of you niggas got the mindset of, why I need to take a shower before I go to the gym? I'm gonna sweat anyway. I'm gonna get funky anyway. No, nigga, you don't go nowhere. You don't leave the house without taking a shower, nigga. I know some of you niggas think that. You think that shit is cool, man. But no, it's not. Get your motherfucking ass in that water and put some soap on your body before you go anywhere, man. You know? I hate encountering motherfuckers like, I keep it real though. And I didn't think about this until right now. But you know what though? I haven't really encountered that in Colombia. Shout out to Colombia, man. They like taking showers around here, man, before they go to the gym, man. I ain't really encountered too many funky ass people in the gym out here in Colombia, man. But in the States, oh man, a lot of you niggas got that shit bad, man. A lot of you motherfuckers go to the gym funky, man. Pimp gotta walk past your motherfucking ass or work out at the machine next to your motherfucking ass and you funky as hell. A lot of you motherfuckers in the States got that shit bad, man. But it's a relief here in Colombia that I don't have to deal with that type of shit, man. I ain't got to deal with you funky ass niggas at the gym, man. You know, again, shout out to Colombia, man, because people in Colombia, and I'd have been to a lot of gyms out here, man. I'd have been to probably like 20 or 30 gyms out here, man. And everyone I've been to, man, you know, people are clean. People are not funky. You know, and the locker room be clean too. Yeah, I got to give Colombia they props, man. You know, the locker room be clean too. Hey, man, for you know, if Bill is in here, RD, Sucka Repellent, hey, y'all know just like I know, man. Them locker rooms be terrible at certain gyms, man. Them locker rooms be terrible, man. But Colombians are clean people. They keep their quarters clean and they keep their body clean. So shout out to them, man. I gotta give them their props for that. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Stop asking Freeze if he okay, man. If you if you're not okay yourself, man, like I said, if you got fatty liver disease, if you got a whole bunch of visceral fat around your core area, if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, if you have gout, if you have erectile dysfunction, you know, autoimmune diseases and shit like that, skin eczema, psoriasis and all this different shit, man. You know, if you have any of them type of problems, man, if you got bad hygiene, if you don't have D's on deck right now, you know what I mean? If you don't use these in conjunction with each other every single time, if you have skid marks in your motherfucking drawers right now, man, stop asking Freeze if he okay. Freeze is great. Don't ask me if I'm okay. You know what I mean? Look at that thumbnail before you ask me if I'm okay. That's how I look right now. I just took that picture for that thumbnail right before I started this live for the people that's on YouTube. You know what I mean? And the people that's on Instagram, you know, y'all can see me right now, man. You know? Like, stop asking me if I'm okay. Yeah, I know I look different. I know my face is a lot slimmer than it was. You know, my whole body is, you know, smaller than it was. I ain't as massive as I was, but you can still look at me and see that I work out. I still will give the majority of you motherfuckers in here a run for your money with any kind of physical activity. Any kind of physical activity. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, stop asking me if I'm okay. I'm in Colombia, man. I'm in the best health. I'm probably in the best health that I've been in. I ain't gonna say ever, but I'm up there though. Health wise, man, I'm excellent right now. You know, I walk probably between 15 and 20,000 steps every day. Man, I'm walking like a motherfucker. And then Colombia got a lot of hills, man. So I be walking uphill, downhill all the motherfucking time. When I just came back from the gym is about a mile away from here. I got to walk uphill and downhill both ways. When I go to the gym, I got to walk downhill and then uphill. And then when I come back, I got to walk downhill and then uphill. Like, I'm in excellent ass shape right now. You know what I mean? Now imagine this. This is what I just did today, and this is what I do every day. But I'm gonna just break down what I did today, like as far as my physical activity. And it's still early. It's only 3:19 over here. So after this shit is over with, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna get outside, and I'm gonna walk some more. But just so far today, this morning I went to the gym. Or no, actually early. I got to the gym probably like a little bit after 12, like 12 something. But I walk a mile to the gym. A lot of it is uphill. A lot of it is downhill too. But I walk a mile to the gym. Then I lift weights for hour and a half, 2 hours. Today I did squats, leg extensions, leg press. Excuse me. Flat bench press, incline bench press, flat dumbbell flies, incline dumbbell flies. I did all this shit, and then I do 200 reps on the wheel, the ab wheel, nonstop. 200 reps nonstop on the ab wheel, and then I did I don't know how many push-ups I did, but I did like 4 sets of push-ups. After all of that, 4 sets of push-ups. And then the little, I don't know if you call them Kegels or whatever the fuck, but the little exercise for your pelvic floor. I held that position for 10 minutes. And then walked a mile back here and still full of energy. My energy is great. You know what I mean? I ate a can of sardines this morning before I went to the gym. Drank some green tea. Put some love in my body, of course. And yeah, man. Like, I'm excellent. I'm great. You know what I mean? Still got a gang of energy right now. You know what I mean? Like, man, I feel better than ever, man. I really do feel better than ever. Like, for real, for real. So, stop asking the pimp, man, are you okay? Ask yourself, are you okay? Ask yourself, are you okay? Because a lot of y'all ain't okay. A lot of you motherfuckers is asking me if I'm okay. You're not okay right now. You most likely a slave to some shit that you shouldn't be a slave to right now. Like I said, man, you either a slave to fast food or tobacco or weed, which ain't even really weed no more. You a slave to the vape. You a slave to pork chops. You a slave to bread and pasta and all that shit. Y'all just walking around inflamed, asking me if I'm okay. See, I'm not inflamed. You can look at me and tell that I'm not inflamed. If you know what inflammation looks like, you can look at me and tell that I'm not inflamed. A lot of y'all probably don't even know what inflammation look like, though. That's why you asking me if I'm okay. Because if you knew how to look at somebody and tell whether or not they inflamed. Now, everybody you can't just tell like that, but a lot of people you can look at them and tell, yeah, they just a walking bag of inflammation. And for those of y'all who don't know, inflammation is terrible for you. But I'm not inflamed. I don't walk around inflamed. I have before when I didn't know no better, but now I know better. I'm not a walking bag of inflammation. A lot of you motherfuckers is a walking bag of inflammation and don't even know it. You know, a lot of you motherfuckers is in the fast lane on your way to dementia and Alzheimer's and all that type of shit and don't even know it. A lot of you motherfuckers is making deposits into your body every single day to guarantee that when you get older, you're gonna have dementia and Alzheimer's and all that shit and don't even know it. And I don't know, you know, a lot of us have had family members or loved ones who suffered from Alzheimer's. And, you know, if you've ever seen it firsthand, you know that shit is fucked up. It's unpleasant. But you motherfuckers is asking Freeze, is he okay? You on the fast track to that right now. You know what I mean? A lot of you are making deposits into your body to guarantee that you have a stroke or a heart attack very soon. But you asking me if I'm okay. Like for real though. You know what I mean? A lot of you are just, you know, depositing bullshit into your body constantly to make sure you have all kind of health problems. A lot of you are like guaranteeing yourself health problems, but you asking me if I'm okay when you're not okay. Listen, man, I can see if you was eating better than me, if you was in better physical shape than me, you know what I mean? And you was really minding your business and you was really concerned and you asked me if I was okay, I could understand that. But see, this is another thing too, right? This is another effect that the power of, you know, being able to comment at will has on you. This is the type of effect that it has on you, right? It makes you wired for bad news. This is why a lot of you motherfuckers is asking if Freeze is okay, because what you're anticipating in your mind is that, you know, some bad news about me is going to come out and damn, man, Freeze got cancer, or damn, Freeze, man, Freeze got this, or Freeze got that, or damn, man, all this time they were saying Freeze got AIDS, he really do got AIDS. This is the type of shit that you motherfuckers is hoping for. So that later on you could say, man, I knew something was wrong with Freeze, man. I asked him if he was okay. You're just wired for negative shit. You're wired for bad news. You love hearing bad news about motherfuckers. And this is what I know. That's why that's why I had to do this live and talk shit to you motherfuckers, because, you know, like how we say in the game, we could look through muddy water and spot dry land. You know, I could see through you motherfuckers and see what your intentions are. The shit that you saying out your mouth and in these comment sections, I can see through you and see what it's coming from and where it's coming from. And that's what it is. You motherfuckers don't even realize that you're hoping something bad happens to me so you could be like, man, I knew something was wrong with Freeze. That's why I asked him, man. You'll probably even go back to that post, to that comment. See, look, back in 2023, man, I asked Freeze, was he okay? Man, back in 2026, man, when Freeze was in Colombia, man, I seen him losing a bunch of weight, man. I asked him if he was okay. Man, now he got cancer. What? Damn. Man, he really did have AIDS all that time? Damn. Man, Freeze had a heart attack. Freeze had a stroke. Damn. Man, I knew something was wrong with him, man. That's why I asked him, was he cool? This is what's like behind all of that. This is what's fueling those comments. That mindset, that thought process, that's what's fueling them. That Freeze, are you okay? That's what's fueling that. You motherfuckers is just wired for bad news. Because you sit up and watch all these gossip ass platforms that talk bad about motherfuckers and don't never talk good about motherfuckers. You don't watch platforms that got good news about people and things. You watch all these bad news ass, gossipy ass, negative ass platforms all the motherfucking time. When you out with your friends, when you out with your family, you having a bunch of gossipy ass, bad news ass conversations about people you don't even motherfucking know. So you don't even realize that about yourself. I know this is why Pimp pointed out to you, But you don't even realize that about yourself, that you just have an anticipation for negativity all the time. And there's a sense of satisfaction when you hear negativity. You anticipate it, and then when you get it, it's like, that bullshit. Yeah, now I got more bullshit to talk about. Now I got more negativity to talk about. Shit. It's like a relief to you motherfuckers when you hear some negative shit, when you hear some bad news about a motherfucker, man. You know what's crazy? As far as social media goes, right? The only time that I can think of, and I'm sure it's not the only time that this ever happened, but the only time I can ever think of when people really was wishing well for somebody was DMX. Not when DMX actually passed away, but for those of y'all who remember, right? Before like probably a couple years before DMX passed away, he was in New York and he had a heart attack, and he was in a parking lot somewhere. He was in a parking lot somewhere in New York, and he just fell out and had a heart attack, and he was in the hospital, and it wasn't looking good for him. And of course, when that happens to people, everybody get in the comment section like, man, I hope they all right. I hope they make it. I hope they pull through. That was the only time where I believe people were actually genuine, and they genuinely wanted DMX to pull through. And then when he did pull through, people was happy. They was celebrating and shit like that. That's the only time I could think of where that shit happened. Like, anybody else in that situation, they'd be like, they pulled through. Oh, well. But it's like when a motherfucker die, y'all be like, it's like y'all get a sense of relief from that shit. You just wired for bullshit. But that's the only time that I could think of where people was like praying for DMX, wishing him well. And then when he actually pulled through, people were actually genuinely happy that he pulled through. But any other time, man, you motherfuckers be celebrating if a motherfucker die. Or if a motherfucker go to jail, or, oh man, that's a whole different can of worms that could be opened up, man. You motherfuckers love it when somebody go to jail. You motherfuckers be doing backflips and cartwheels when a motherfucker go to jail, boy. Y'all love that shit. You praise snitches. You love snitches. You make excuses for snitches. And you just like celebrate when a motherfucker go to jail. Now, see, it's a difference right now. It's one thing to understand when somebody, get caught up doing something and they go to jail. It's like, damn, that's fucked up. That's one thing. But this is a totally different thing when you celebrate that a motherfucker went to jail. Y'all be celebrating when somebody go to jail. Y'all love that shit. That shit is crazy. But like I said, y'all just be wired for negativity. You anticipate bad news. You love hearing bad news about people. So when a motherfucker go to jail, man, y'all just be like, y'all be celebrating a motherfucker. Not even understanding the role that you play in the shit. A lot of you motherfuckers with your just unknown self, with your comments and everything, you fuel a lot of motherfuckers going to jail. You know what I mean? Y'all throw logs in the fire and shit. A lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even know, but with your collective effort, a lot of y'all played a role in Big U going to jail. A lot of y'all played a role in Big U getting locked up. You probably don't look at it that way, but it's the truth though. You know what I mean? Watching all them videos that everybody was doing about Big U, I wasn't watching none of that shit. I wasn't liking none of that shit. I wasn't commenting on none of that shit. I wasn't fucking with none of that shit, man. That shit was disgusting to me. But all you motherfuckers who was liking on comments when Loose Cannon was saying all that goofy ass shit about Big U and incriminating him and himself, all of y'all motherfuckers who was commenting on that and liking those posts, you play a role in the shit. Because again, I can't stress this enough, but when Big U and all them people with him went down for that RICO case, the feds made a press conference and they said in that press conference that yes, a lot of the evidence that we had on them came from podcasts, came from the internet. So, it might be safe to say that if those podcasts wasn't popping off of that content that had to do with Big U and others, it might not have went that far. Now they saying that, it ain't no DNA evidence like they said it was and all this old type of shit. I don't know. But, y'all motherfuckers love that shit, man. You love negativity and gossip so much that integrity just goes out the window, man. You left your integrity in the Uber somewhere and didn't even realize you lost it. You know what I mean? You went to a restaurant, you went to motherfucking McDonald's or Burger King or something and set your integrity next to you while you were sitting there eating. Then you got up and left and didn't even realize you left your integrity in the seat the whole time. And now that shit is gone. You went back to Burger King trying to find your integrity. That shit wasn't there. You was like, oh shit, oh well, damn. I guess I just ain't got no integrity no more. You know what I mean? That's what you motherfuckers be doing, man. But yeah, man. Stop asking Freeze if he okay. Stop asking me that. Because you're not okay. Go make sure that you're okay, man. Go wipe your motherfucking ass, man, before you ask Freeze if he okay. If you got skid marks in your drawers right now, don't ask me if I'm okay, man, because I don't have skid marks in my drawers. I never have skid marks in my drawers. Never. You know what I mean? I was raised right. You know what I mean? I had a father that loved me, man. And, yeah, Pops wasn't going for none of that shit, man. I wasn't allowed to have skid marks, man. I couldn't. Not that I was having them, but I grew up with a father, man, that wouldn't even allow no shit like that. You know what I mean? See, my pops, man, like I've told a lot of y'all before, man, and that's probably part of the reason why the way that I am. I'm just so numb when it comes to like people's feelings and shit like that. I'm not one to spare feelings. I'm gonna just get a raw, uncut truth in spite of how somebody feels, because that's how my father always has been with me, right? He's always kept it real with me in spite of how I feel. Me and my brothers, he just always was like that with us, man. So that, naturally, as they say, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So I'm the same way, right? But, my pops was the type, he didn't whoop us. He didn't physically discipline us. But the way he'll chop you with some words, boy, you'll wish that he would have brought the belt out and whooped your ass. Cause Pops, boy, Pops got away with words, man, that cut like a knife. For real. You know what I mean? So, needless to say, as a kid, I was always on my best behavior as far as like just, growing into from a boy to a man. Like I never wanted to like disappoint my pops. One, because, I wanted him to look at me with favor, but then two, I didn't want to hear them words, man. Like I could just imagine my pops catching me with some skid marks in my drawers, like, cause pops used to do our laundry, all that type of shit when we was younger. Later on, we started doing our own laundry, but when we was younger, pops used to do our laundry and shit, man. So, I would just dread the idea of, because I ain't gonna say who, but other people got caught. Other people in the house got caught with skid marks, man, but not little Jason, man. Little Jason didn't have no skid marks, man, but other people got caught with skid marks before, man. And I just, I didn't want to deal with that shit, man. I seen what they went through, man. I didn't want to go through that, man. So nah, I wasn't getting caught like that, man. But shout out to my pops, man. I wish my pops could be all of y'all's pops. You know what I mean? He older and he older and softer now. You know what I mean? He a grandfather now, so he done softened up. You know what I mean? But I wish y'all could have like my pops in his prime. A lot of you niggas that didn't have your pops around, I wish I could just take my dad in his prime and just insert him into a lot of you niggas' childhood, because a lot of you niggas needed somebody like that. But fortunately, you got Freeze here on this motherfucking YouTube. I mean, the sad thing is a lot of you niggas is grown. Well, really, all you niggas is grown. All you niggas asking Freeze, is he okay? Or, talking with other people about, man, Freeze don't look right, man. Freeze looks sick. Having conversations. I know y'all probably be on the blade having conversations about a pimp, you know what I mean? Talking about, man, Freeze don't look right, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if Freeze okay. All you motherfuckers. A lot of you niggas is, in your 30s and 40s and all that type of shit, man. And you didn't have that type of father figure around, man, that just didn't allow no buster shit. See, that's what, I didn't have room to be a buster. I didn't have room to be a punk or a mark. I didn't have the opportunity to do that, man, because my pops was there. And on top of my pops being there, man, like I said, I grew up with 10 uncles. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of male older cousins. Like I just had a lot of manhood around. So I didn't have no room to be no punk. I couldn't be a buster. Like for real. You know what I mean? I just didn't have that opportunity, man, fortunately. But a lot of you niggas did, though. A lot of you niggas didn't have no choice but to be a buster. A lot of you niggas was in the kitchen hanging out with your auntie and your mama and your grandma and all that type of shit, man. When you was supposed to be outside playing football and falling down and getting your elbows scraped up and all that type of shit and getting into fights and then, making up after the fight and becoming homeboys and shit like that and, just learning how to be a man. Like a lot of you niggas just didn't, a lot of you niggas ain't never been in the garage with your uncle or your dad or something working on a car or shit like that. A lot of you niggas, if you break down on the side of the road and you somewhere that you ain't got no phone service where you could call AAA, you just gonna be stuck on the side of the road. A lot of you niggas don't even know how to change a motherfucking tire, let alone some brakes or oil change or some shit like that. A lot of you niggas just don't know how to do no type of man shit. You know what I mean? I remember one time I was riding with Sinful and my cousin Guy's Gift. Guy's Gift is still here so he can attest to this. But man, one time we was coming back from Vegas. We was going to LA. It was me, Sinful, and my cousin Guy's Gift. I was driving. And I had a white suit on, clean as a motherfucker. See, a lot of people, I'm going to tell you some real pimp shit, right? Because a lot of people think that pimps is too fly for this. And, pimps, we don't do this because we so fly. Hey, listen, man, pimp's still a man at the end of the day. Andre Taylor told y'all in American Pimp, which he learned from his father, the Honorable Mel Taylor, hey, listen, man, before you a pimp, you got to be a man first. And a pimp is every bit of a man, right? So like I said, me, Sinful, and my cousin Guy's Gift, we coming back from Vegas. We get a flat tire. I run over a nail or some shit, I get a flat tire. Do you know my pimping ass got out with that white suit on and changed that motherfucking tire and didn't get not one bit of smudge or dirt or nothing on my motherfucking suit? Yeah, pimp did that. You know what I mean? But that's just man shit. And see, I know that type of shit just, having my father around. You know what I mean? Just how to be a man. A lot of you niggas just would have been stuck on the side of the road. A lot of y'all motherfuckers don't know how to do no man shit or be a man about anything. A lot of you motherfuckers, the only thing you know how to do is get in the comment section and ask a fly, self-loving, high self-esteem, gamed up, fly ass pimp, is he okay? A lot of you motherfuckers don't know how to do nothing but that while you're not okay. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas don't know how to do nothing but put a bunch of bullshit ass food in you. A lot of you niggas don't know how to do nothing but put a bunch of bullshit ass food in your mouth, a bunch of bullshit ass food in your mind, walk around with skid marks and funky ass breath, hollering at bitches. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas don't know how to do nothing but that, man. Well, on the other hand, my pimping ass, I don't know how to do none of that. You know what I mean? I don't know how to walk around with skid marks. I don't know how to walk around with bad hygiene, man. I don't know how to get in the bitch face and my breath stank. You know, I don't know how to do none of that shit, man. But you niggas, man, that's all you know how to do. And you want to ask Freeze, is he all right? No, nigga, are you all right? Are you okay? Ask yourself that. If you ever get the urge, this is some real shit. This is serious. If you ever get the urge to ask, if the thought even comes into your mind to ask Freeze, is he okay? Before you do that, look at yourself. Look down at your stomach. Stand up and look down. Can you see your dick and balls? Is your stomach in the way of you seeing your dick and balls? If your stomach is in the way of that and you can't look down there and see that, don't ask Freeze, is he okay? Go to if you have a refrigerator and you want to ask Freeze, is he okay? Stop before you do it. Go look in your refrigerator. If you have TV dinners, microwave food, ketchup and barbecue sauce and salad dressing and mayonnaise and all this shit. If you got a bunch of bread and rice and all that shit everywhere, hey, don't ask Freeze, is he okay? Because you're not okay. Seriously. Don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Because you hate yourself. If you got a whole bunch of if you got a graveyard of empty liquor bottles around you where you stay at right now, don't ask Freeze, is he okay? It's crazy, man. Like, man, I'm so, what's a trip? I stopped drinking alcohol this year to be 15 years. Yeah. This year will be in October on my birthday. It'll be 15 years since I stopped drinking alcohol, right? Now, since I stopped drinking alcohol at that time, I've probably drank maybe 15 times since then. You know, I would drink on special occasions and I would only drink one thing, which is the Moet Rosé Nectar Imperial, the pink bottle of rosé, right? That's the only alcohol that I've drank in the past 15 years. And I've drank that probably about 15 times, right? But not every year though. Like I done went 5 years with zero alcohol. But now, and it's crazy because back when I stopped drinking alcohol, I didn't even understand. Like I knew it was bad for you, but I didn't understand just how bad alcohol is for your body. But now that I understand, I've learned more about how bad I probably will never drink ever again. But see, I'm the master of myself though, so I can easily say that and do that, right? Because I don't drink alcohol on a regular basis. And right now, it's been probably over a year since the last time I had some alcohol. Maybe a year and a half or something. I can't remember. But I know it's been a while since I've had any type of alcohol, right? But like I said, now that I have a better understanding of just how bad alcohol is for you, hey man, I probably will never drink that shit ever again. You know, they even used to say that it was healthy to drink a glass of red wine every once in a while, right? They used to say that that was healthy. But now they got new studies and new research showing that even that's bad for you. You know, and, you know, alcohol increases your chances of speaking of dementia and Alzheimer's and all that, alcohol increases your chances of having dementia. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever have alcohol ever again. I just like, nah, I'm cool. I used to think it was okay to have it every once in a while, but I probably will never drink that shit again. And again, I can easily say that because I'm the master of myself. Like like in the past 15 years, whenever I've had alcohol, um, it hasn't been the master of me. It has before, like prior to 15 years ago. There's been plenty of times where alcohol had me beat, where it was, I was serving it, but it wasn't serving me. Like I was a slave to it at times. I never say I was an alcoholic because I was able to stop when I wanted to, and I ain't had no problem since. Alcoholics don't. I would say that an alcoholic doesn't have that ability, right, to quit the way that I did. But but yeah, man. Uh, the last 15 years, I haven't ever. There's never been a situation where I was a slave to alcohol, or that I was just like stupid drunk. In the past 15 years, whenever I would drink, I'd get a little buzz, and I'm good. It'll be not this type of champagne glass. This is like this holds a lot of liquid. But regular champagne flute, I drink two of those and be cool. Because my tolerance for alcohol is so low because I don't drink all the time. So it don't take much for me to feel it. Like it did back in the days. Back in the days, I used to be able to drink like a motherfucker, and my tolerance was like the total opposite. I had much higher tolerance for that shit. But now, like I said, I'm the master of it. I'm the master of myself. So whenever I did indulge in alcohol, it was me allowing it to serve me, like serve a purpose that I had at that time. But now, like I said, now that I'm as I learn more and more about alcohol, yeah, I probably will never drink that shit ever again, man. Ever in life. That shit is so bad for you. It's so fucking terrible for your body and your mind. And it's a trip, right? Just last night. Last night I was out walking, and I walked past this bar, and all the people in the bar, they was just drinking and having a good time. I just couldn't help but think to myself, like, man, they don't even understand how they poisoning themselves, man. Like, I mean, even people that drink, everybody knows that alcohol is bad for you. But most of us don't know just how bad it is for you. That shit is terrible for you. Alcohol is terrible for you, man. And we just put it in our bodies all the time. Most of us. Some people drink every day. Some people drink all day, every day. And it's like, whew, man. But yeah, man, don't stop asking Freeze, is he okay, man? Don't ask Freeze, is he okay no more, man. If you're a slave to alcohol, you're a slave to tobacco, you're a slave to, heavy narcotics, you're a slave to weed, you're a slave to pork chops and ham and anything from the pig. If you're a slave to fried food, if you're a slave to dairy, if you a slave to shrimp and lobster and all that shit, if you a slave to microwave food or anything highly processed or highly refined, listen, man, leave me alone. Don't ask me if I'm okay, because I don't have them problems. You know what I mean? If you got to take, again, like a Blue Chew or Viagra or any of that type of shit in order to perform in the bedroom, don't ask me if I'm okay, because I don't have those problems. You got high blood pressure, diabetes, gout, fatty liver disease. All that shit. Don't ask me if I'm okay, because I don't have them problems. If you got skid marks in your drawers and you don't have any of these near you right now, don't ask me if I'm okay. I don't have them problems. I use these regularly. I don't, you know, if you funky right now, your armpits stink. As Simple used to say, man, you smell like you want to be alone. If you smell like you want to be alone, man, don't ask me if I'm okay. I don't have them problems. I don't have those issues, man. You know. No, I'm asking about some new videos being uploaded for sure. I cut back on alcohol last weekend, messed up a new outfit, everything. Yeah, man, that's what happens. And then, like Freeze, what's up with Simple Page? Simple Page is cool. But hey, man, speaking of Simple's page, right? And I gotta see what I can, if it's possible. I should be able to get it back, man. But it's crazy, man. Bro been gone. Simple has been gone for almost 3.5 years, man. And do you know people still be reporting his videos, man? That shit is crazy. But that's you suck ass niggas that I'm talking to. The same niggas asking me, are you okay, Freeze, is the same type of niggas that'll report a video of a man who been passed away for over 3 years. You know, you motherfuckers mind everybody else's business too much. You don't mind your own business. Uh, One of the Boyce Watkins videos got taken off of Simple's page the other day. I can't remember which one it is, but one of them Boyce Watkins, I think it was the one. You know what I mean? The Moist Trickens video. Uh, that video got, reported, and YouTube removed it from his page the other day. I'm gonna see if I could do my best to get it back. But it's like, man, that video is like 4 years old. Like, how does a video stay on YouTube for 4 years and then all of a sudden it gets removed? It's because some weird motherfucker reported the shit and now it's gone. That shit crazy, man. Like, what's wrong with y'all? But everything ain't meant for me to understand, man. Certain shit I don't even want to understand, because I don't want that type of shit infiltrating my beautiful ass mind. But yeah, man, you got some people out there that they spend so much time minding other people's business that they ain't got no business of their own, or they neglecting the business of their own. And yeah, man, they run around doing shit like that, hide behind fake pages and shit. You gotta be a real sucker to do that type of shit, man. Yeah, so, but other than that, man, Simple's page is good. And speaking of Simple's page, bro is slowly but surely creeping up on that 100,000 subs mark, man. Bro is like 800 and something subs away from 100,000 on YouTube. So, that's going to be a big celebration, man. I'm going to have to go back to the States just for that, because I got to get bro's plaque. I got to be there when that shit come in the mail. I think that shit take a little while, though. If I'm not mistaken, when you get 100,000, when you get that plaque for 100,000 subs, I think it takes a little while for it to come in the mail. But yeah, I gotta be there when that shit come, because that's a big deal. You dig? If he was here still, he would have been He probably be at 200,000 by now, but yeah, he finna touch that 100 though. So yeah, that's gonna be big. That's gonna be cool. You dig? But yeah, man, I don't want to make this message too long. But the bottom line, for those of y'all that have felt the urge and have done it, or was thinking about asking Freeze, is he okay? Because Freeze done lost some weight and all this type of shit, man. Hey, look at that thumbnail, man. That thumbnail is not the appearance of somebody who's not physically okay. You know, like I said, all I did really was just went back to 2014 on you motherfuckers, man. And I feel great. And I look great. You dig? But yeah, man, I done depleted the love, man. I gotta go to the store. See, I ain't doing that shit no more. I ain't waiting till motherfucking uh uh after 9 o'clock when everything is closed and realize I ain't got no love on deck. I'm finna end this live, get my motherfucking ass in the shower, unlike a lot of you motherfuckers be doing, so I don't be walking around funky and shit. Before I leave this crib, man, I'm hopping my motherfucking ass in the shower, get freshened up, go get me some love, and continue on with the rest of my day. But as always, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with a pimp. I appreciate all of y'all that shared this live. I appreciate all the comments, questions, input, jokes, feedback, all that good stuff. Oh, before I go, I'm tripping. Silly me. Wait, why is that? They not all showing. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, they are all showing. Tripping. Gotta shout everybody out for the supers, you dig? Brother Malachi, Marshall McGee, as always, good looking with the, damn, I can't see. Oh, the $20 holla. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being you as well, man. Appreciate you, bro. Mac Media Video, good looking with the $2 holla. Appreciate you. Ray Gunn, my man, good looking with the $2 holla. Glory to the game. RIP Sin, salute to you, Freeze 100. Appreciate you, man. eBooks, good looking with the $2 holla. Who you roasting, a wannabe P or wannabe G? Nobody in particular, man. That was a group roasting. The individuals to whom it applies, they know who they are. But good looking eBooks. Nicholas Earhart, good looking with the $2 holla. What up, baby? El Shaddai, God Almighty. What's up with it, man? And once again, Nicholas Earhart, good looking with the $5 holla. Pray for the life of the backslid family. Amen. Long live King Freeze. This is like Philip. Good looking, man. Appreciate you. eBooks, once again, good looking with the $2 holla. Trolls got that Tasha K spirit and body. Hey, man, some of these people got Tasha K faded as far as the body. See, I ain't even get into all that, man. I ain't get into and that's another thing too before we get up out of here, man. Listen, if you have boobs, if you're a man with knockers, really don't ask Freeze if he okay. If you a man that got titties, if you over there with some C cups or some double D's or something like that, man, If if you over there with some motherfucking Dolly Parton, Pamela Anderson ass titties, man, don't ask Freeze is he okay? Cause you got big problems that you need to tend to, man. If you over there with some motherfucking what's her name, Persephone's, if you over if you over there with some Persephone's, man, and you a grown ass man with some Persephone's, and see at least Persephone wear a bra, you know what I mean, or she hold them joints up, you know what I mean. Shout out to Persephone, you know what I mean. Persephone is blessed up there, you dig. But if you's a man and you walking around with the Persephone's, man, don't ask Freeze is he okay, because you're not okay. You need to go make sure that you are okay. Don't be talking to me, man, and you got some damn Persephone's around here, man. Walking around with some Dolly Parton ass titties, man, asking Freeze is he okay. Leave me alone, man. Hold on. Top dog, my man, 91, 91, 91. Good looking with the $10 holler. Glory to the game. Appreciate you, man. Brother Bill, good looking with the $2 holler. Glory to God for this game. Long live Philip Brandon Gilmore. Left the gym. Yeah, man, I left the gym right before I started this live, man. I just got back right when I started this joint. Sharif, good looking with the $5 holler. Freeze having a rebuking service this Sunday. Tell him, P, I only have one question. Freeze, is you okay? Sharif, you a fool, man. Good looking though. Oh man. Eat books once again. Good looking with the $2 holler. Rebuke like corrupt. Call out names. Freeze. I don't even remember their names, and their names ain't, you know, and that goes to show you right there, how significant somebody is. I don't even remember the names of these people. I just remember reading, you know, numerous comments, people acting like they concerned because of the way that I look right now. But good looking. Dr. Umar Johnson, good looking, good looking with the $5 holler. Yo, Freeze, I can relate to you, brother, because I've been pimping these suckers for donations for a cool minute. That's between you and me, fam. Donations. Donations. Oh man, people funny as hell. Dr. Umar, good looking, man. Donations. Man, that remind me of my brother, man. Oh, I can't even remember what video bro was doing that on. I gotta go back and find that shit. That shit was stupid as hell. Donations. Donations. Man, my guy always making the game look good. In post travel adventures, man. Always coming through with the big love. Good looking with the $100 holler. You dig? Glory to good game. Touch your neighbor and say, you got to hit the soap and water, man. Like Freeze say, your arms can't be greeting people like like social butterflies. For real, man. Man, you already know. See, that's a fly individual right there. In post travel adventures, that's bro, man. Bro stay fly, man. So he can relate, man. He know exactly what I'm talking about, man. As a fly individual. You dig? But good looking, bro. Sir Charge, good looking with the $2 holler for the electrolyte fund. Man, you know I need it, man. You know I need them electrolytes, man. Good looking. Mac Juice 702, good looking with the $5 holler. I thought you was 35 years old. You coming to the States anytime soon, or is that your new residence? Nah, this ain't my new residence, man. You know, Pimp just doing what he want to do, man. I just like Colombia, man. I just like being here. But no, I'm gonna definitely be back to the States sooner than later. You dig? But good looking, man. Hattori Minato. Hope I didn't butcher your name too bad. Good looking with the $5 holler. You dig? Appreciate you, man. So yeah, now I done got all the supers acknowledged. But yeah, man, again, as always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with a pimp. I appreciate you sharing this video. I appreciate all the comments, questions, input, jokes, feedback, all that good shit. I appreciate you for subscribing and hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate y'all on YouTube or Instagram for following the pimp. I appreciate all the super chats, cash apps, PayPals. I appreciate your support in every which way that you comes with it, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is. Freezes it. If you out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion. And make sure you stay fly, man. And if you ain't fly, put forth some effort to be fly. You dig? And of course, long live the incomparable Sinful to Pete. We out.